Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Iowa Speedway for the NASCAR Xfinity Series Showdown to set the field for the All-Star race. And as I said in the past few NASCAR Showdown races, this race is 15 laps long. There's only one segment, and you must make a pit stop in the 15 laps. Because if you don't, something might not turn out good in the end. But other than that, let's get to what you need to know entering this race. Brendan Poole, who's come close so many times in the points races in the NASCAR Xfinity Series, starts on the pole tonight. Can he get the job done by winning the race or finishing second and advancing to the All-Star race, carrying the Jimmy Johnson colors in 2012? We are about to find out. Daniel Suarez, he's also come close so many times and he ran in the back the entire time in the Truck Series Showdown. Can that turn around tonight? Advance into the All-Star race? Only time will tell in these 15 laps. And FYI, Kyle Busch is going to drive the A-list Toyota in the All-Star race at Charlotte in the NASCAR Cup Series. Just want to put that out there. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for tonight. And before we do get into the command, NASCAR Fan 88, he hasn't won in the Xfinity Series yet. He's won in the other three racing series, but never in this touring series. Can that turn around by winning the Showdown? Heck, maybe even if he does advance to the All-Star race, maybe even winning the thing. But other than that, let's get to know his famous words in motorsports and find out for ourselves, you know?
Yep. Start your engines.
Looks like the engines are already fired up for tonight. And so, let's take a look at the starting grid. Find out the driver that you signed up for is starting for tonight. We have Brendan Poole and Joe Logano. Brendan Poole is your pole setter for tonight. We have the rookies of the Xfinity Series season this season, Daniel Suarez and David Starr, who came close to winning races in the points. Bubba Wallace and NASCAR Fan 88. Austin and Ty Dillon. Regan Smith and Ryan Reed. James Buescher and Casey Kane. Elliott Sadler and Blake Cook, who won the Dash for Cash. And rounding out the field is Kevin Harvick and Eric Jones. There's something special about Eric Jones for tonight, the special paint scheme. BTW, I forgot to put this in the starting lineup, and while the cars are lined up, while I was telling you guys what to expect for the race, I forgot to put Eric Jones's 2016 DeWalt Flexvo car in the race, as he carries the DeWalt colors for the first time. Really, really nice car. Can he get the job done by winning? Whoa, we're about to find out. Let's hope I didn't jinx it, though. The showdown is underway. You are hearing communications with Suarez and his crew chief right now. Logano will lead the first two laps. Here comes David Starr in the pit road. Here comes Eric Jones and Daniel Suarez trying to work together to win. Logano's in the wall by Brendan Poole. He didn't give him enough racing room. Logano's got to go into the pits now before his tire goes down, and it does, and he smacks the turn one wall. Caution waves for the first time tonight. And Joe Logano climbs out of his car. Looks like he's not happy. He's mad. Joe Logano, who had a chance to go back in victory lane, it's not going to happen tonight. Brendan Poole does a bump and run in turn 3 and 4, gets by him, doesn't give him enough racing room, which sends Logano into the turn 4 wall. And a few laps later, Logano's right front goes down without warning, doesn't steer, and he doesn't have any steering coming into turn 1, and just pounds the turn 1 wall, which leaves a huge mark on the turn 1 wall where he hit it. And he was absolutely furious at Brendan Poole for that, and threw his helmet at his car and hits his right rear. A direct hit, too. Green flag back in the year. Brendan Poole's tire goes down. He collects Eric Jones. Suarez has nowhere to go. His engine blows.
I've crashed again.
What a huge break for Daniel Suarez and Eric Jones. Joe Gibbs' teammates, they will not advance to the All-Star race in the Xfinity Series. Brendan Poole had high hopes entering the race, but that's not going to happen. Maybe next season. You know, I've always knew something was going to go wrong on the restart with Brendan Poole's car, and it did. His right rear gives up on him, which sends him around into Eric Jones. Harvick was basically at fault right there by not giving Suarez enough racing room, which sends Suarez into his own teammate, Eric Jones. And seconds later, Suarez's engine blows up. And here everybody scatters to get by, and they do. Green flag back in the air for the third time tonight. Casey Kane pulls away, and Ty Dillon's machine is not going anywhere. Caution waves. And I think I've heard from his crew chiefs on the radio that his engine just shut off without warning. Just shut off by itself. So this means Ty Dillon is the 5th car out of this race. Restart with a few laps left. Everyone has made their scheduled pit stop, so everything's on the line from here on out. David Starr and Kevin Harvick are 1-2. Can they finish it that way? And the white flag is up. The checker flag's out. David Starr, he's going to do it. David Starr for the win, and he will advance to the All-Star race. Right now, the camera having technical difficulties right there. Sorry about that, guys. And there, we see David Starr taking a victory lap around Iowa. This is his first. We know this kind of doesn't count, but but he still won a race. But it still kind of doesn't count. But he still won. But so this will be the first time we will see David Starr in the victory lane. First time we will see David Starr winning a race. Actually, it was actually a qualifying race, basically, to get into the All-Star race. But still, David Starr is your winner in the Xfinity Series Showdown. The Stewart Haas teammates, David Starr in the 10 GoDaddy car and Kevin Harvick in the 39 U.S. Army car, who recovered after making contact with Mr. Suarez, will advance and transfer to and will have earn a spot on the grid for the Xfinity Series All-Star race right here at Iowa Speedway under the lights, racing against the stars that won a race already in the Xfinity Series this season. Dale Jr. fans signing off from the broadcast booth, and I'll see you at Canada Speedway for the ARCA Racing Series racing, as the ARCA drivers will be racing there for the first time. And that will be the fourth and last qualifying race to transfer to the All-Star race. The question is, who's going to do it though? Dow Jane fans signing off, and I'll see you next time.